Hi, I'm Samantha Heil, Executive Director of Book Fair at Bel Air, and I'd love to invite you to one of the biggest bookish events in the region. Join us on Saturday, August 8th, 2026 from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. at APG FCU Arena at Hartford Community College for a free, family-friendly event celebrating books, readers, and community. Book Fair at Bel Air features more than 110 authors and vendors, best-selling featured authors, kids' activities, face painting, story time, arts and crafts, photo ops, and plenty of fun for readers of all ages. Whether you're a lifelong reader, raising future bookworms, or just looking for a unique day out with the family, there's something for everyone at Book Fair at Bel Air. Learn more at www.bookfairatbelair.org or follow us on Instagram at Book Fair at Bel Air. We hope to see you there this August.
Coming to you from the Freedom Federal Credit Union Studios, Hartford County Living presents Conversations with Rich Bennett.
Slow pitch or fast pitch?
It's probably the least sexy part of the organizing. No. The truth is.
All right, so today I am sitting here with another independent author. Well, yeah, are you independent?
I am. Self-published.
Okay. Another independent author, Brandy Stoker, and her books, well, you're going to find out when we get into it, because they're a little bit different than some of the other guests I've had on here. But she's written, and Brandy, correct me if I'm wrong, 4 books now, working on your 5th, right?
Correct.
All right, so we have Brandy Stoker on. How you doing, Brandy?
I'm fine. Thank you for having me.
Oh, my pleasure. And I know this is not the first time. You're going to be on several more times. I have a feeling. All right, so your books, is it 4 in a series or just 3 in a series?
The third book in the series is actually going to be published soon,
Okay.
but we have a prequel that's part of the series. So it's his story before the romance. So it's part of the series as an overall, but it's not associated with the romance. It's just an action adventure with some erotica.
So it's a prequel to the series? So
yes.
It's the first book of the series?
No, because it has nothing to do with the romance.
So not Star Wars prequel type?
Correct.
Okay. Well, when I hear prequel, that's what I think of.
Yeah, it's like a prologue, just in a full book form.
All right, so explain the genre that you write.
So I write dark dystopian fantasy romance, but it's also called grimdark fantasy romance.
Dystopian?
Dystopian.
What is that?
So dystopian is when you
quit
have
high school, okay?
So dystopian is when you have a government that is trying to control the people, and that's
okay.
dystopian. So in this particular case, we have the city of media that is trying to control its people.
I love it. Okay. Media does control us. So, and that's the first book?
That is the first book, Escape from Media.
Escape from Media. Okay. I have to ask this. So what was it that drew you into writing and becoming an author?
Well, so I've been writing since I was in, middle school, high school. And
school paper?
And I was on the school paper,
okay.
But I had a teacher who was really supportive of my goal to be a novel writer, and so he actually created an entire class for me called Creative Novel Writing.
Really?
And I had an extra credit class that I was just going to sit there and do nothing anyway for. So he created an entire class, and I spent an entire year outlining and building a story and getting it in draft form, and that's kind of what gave me the how do you get it to finished
right.
with a book, and that was how I did it, and so I've got like 20 books that are actually I've got them ready. It's just a matter of getting them published. I only started publishing last year.
Wait a minute. So 4 books and you just started publishing last year?
Yes.
These are novels.
Yes, they are huge. novels too.
Oh my God.
But like Escape from Media, I wrote 15 years ago. It was just a matter of cleaning it up and kind of getting the editing finished and that process done. And then Journey to Aluria, I wrote 10 years ago. I had to make some adjustments because of Escape from Media when I got that one finished, but it was pretty much there. And so those were easy ones to get done. And then like Tomes of Marath, it's only 50,000 words, which is still a good sized book. But I had the outline of that story already built years ago. So it's just a matter of cleaning things up. And so I've got 4 out in 1 year.
All right, wait a minute now. Okay, because now, so you started writing middle school. You're out in the newspaper. A teacher created a class just for you. And before we started recording, when you went to college, it was had nothing to do for writing.
Right.
So what was the shift? I mean, most people...
Well, writers don't get paid anything, so I wanted...
Yeah, that is true.
I kind of liked the idea of getting a career that would actually pay the bills.
Okay.
And then my goal was long-term, I wanted to eventually publish or get published, and then I wanted to slowly build that and then eventually shift to a full-time career of that. So now I'm divorced and I'm able to actually publish things. So now I can start that whole plan.
All right. So when you went to college, though, because you're a bulldog, and then you came back up here, and what was it you majored in up here?
Well, so
here,
at University of Georgia, I was majoring as a chemical engineer.
Okay.
And then when I came back up to Maryland, I changed to a business major. And that's when my dad said, you have to go to Hartford Community College to do business major because you can do that anywhere.
But that's smart, though, especially because now that you're an entrepreneur, I'm sure that comes in handy.
Very much so. And owning my own business for decades probably didn't help. And then when I switched in 2005 to government contracting and project management, and then I have my project management certification. And then I had to change careers again in 2019 for health reasons to be a cost estimator. So
good Lord.
It's been an evolving route of my life, but I'm finally getting to share my writing
your
journey.
Passion.
Yes, the thing I love is writing, and it's always been my escape from reality has been writing. So writing is definitely what I love to do.
Okay, so with this, the grimdark. What was, and you're blowing me away with all these different things now. What was it that got you interested in writing that? Because you said you wrote the first one 20 years ago or 15 years ago?
15 years ago for Escape from Media.
All right. So what actually got you interested in writing something like that? There had to be a book or something.
I've been writing fantasy and fantasy stories, and I believe in the one class I really loved in high school was humanities, and then I took a whole bunch of philosophy classes and things like that. So I know a lot about that morally gray and how which side is right and is there a right or a wrong, that kind of thing. And so I wanted to explore the which side of the story is telling the story is the one that you think is the good guys.
Right.
But it depends on who's telling the story. And so I wanted to explore that. And so I have, like I said, 20 books that I haven't even published yet that are all in this same world. And me and my friends used to play Dungeons and Dragons in this world. And it's a world that I know every facet of this world. I have stories in all over this entire planet through different points of time in this planet. And so I'm very excited to finally get to share some of that.
Wait a minute, growing up you were playing D&D?
Oh, yes. I am
Really?
I am a true geek.
Do you do the Comic Cons and all that too?
Well, I went to Awesome Con in March, and Awesome Con is the Comic Con type thing that they have in DC in March. Every year.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know. There's different kinds of cons all the way. Like,
yes.
What was the other one I heard about? Monster Con. And
oh, yeah. There's a whole bunch of them all over the place.
I can't keep up with it all.
I'm definitely, I like pretty much every kind of geek out there. I've got
That's awesome. Wow.
I like them all. So
Wow. Okay. So with the first one, what is Escape from Media?
Escape from Media.
All right. Explain that without giving it away.
Okay.
Because the characters continue on to the next book, right? Okay.
Right. Well, so the overall series is the story is about a single mom who finds out that her daughter has magic in a city where magic can get her killed. And she has to get out of this city, but the only way out is by being smuggled out because the city wants to stop anyone from having magic. So they'll inject them with this technology that takes away their magic, but it can sometimes kill them in the process. So it protects all the non-magical citizens because then they don't have to worry about people having magic. So the problem is that it can kill people, and it kind of hurts them in a way. Right. So so she needs to get out of the city. The rogue smuggler that she has, who's going to help her, is also the guy who was trying to do a love con on her right before this.
A love con.
A love con on her. So she doesn't necessarily trust him, but she has to put her life in his hands.
Oh, God.
And he is an anti-hero. So he has spent pretty much, his parents were killed in front of him when he was 10.
Oh, Jesus.
And he has spent his life doing all those dark deeds to save people that nobody else wants to do. He assassinates the bad people. It's
like The Witcher.
Yeah, he's kind of that same theory.
All right,
yes.
I'm hooked.
And so he's kind of that kind of a person but he's a rogue, so he's charming.
Okay.
But he's spent his life, doing untrustworthy con artisty type things. So she doesn't necessarily trust him, but there's some fated mates going on there. So there's some magic behind the scenes that might be drawing them together and making it so she feels something more than maybe she really is ready for. And so so they have, so book one is this whole series is them trying to get to safety, trying to find a way to get her and her daughter to safety.
Oh, throughout the whole series.
The entire series is how can she get to safety? And so
you leave the people hanging to where they gotta read the next one.
Each book is a happily for now.
I love that. Okay.
We do have a happily for now, but like book one, we escape the city. But they're on the other side of the planet that is the city of safety called Aloria, and that they have to get to. And so in book two, they have to take an ocean voyage to try to get to this city of safety. The problem is they have to go through magical pirate-infested waters, deal with monsters of all kinds, and even worse, they have to deal with their exes.
I think I'd rather deal with the monsters and all that.
Exactly.
Exes can be the worst monsters of all.
Yes. So
wow.
So there's lots of twists and turns.
But you wrote these before you were married, right?
Oh no, I was married for 27 years, so I was definitely married.
Wow. How'd you come up with these characters? Was there some from your personal life as well, or?
Well, generally, I like to create the FMC, the female main character, as kind of based off of me, because I'll know what she is gonna think.
Right.
I know what
Smart.
I know how she thinks, and it's easy. It's a no-brainer. If I think that way, she'll probably think that way too.
Right.
The male main character has been more of a challenge, kind of an imaginary person.
Wow. Okay. So with these, are they in audio form by chance?
Escape from Media does have a dual POV point of view audiobook that is currently available. I had to delay the Journey to Aloria. My narrator, Laura Horowitz, just happens to be amazing, and she's also super popular. And she has other priorities that she needs to do, and so and she's really popular.
And she did the first book for you?
She's going to continue, her and Walker Williams.
How did you find her?
She was my dream person because I love audiobooks. That's how I listen to my books. And so she was my dream if you're good. And so I just reached out and asked her, and I talked about my books, and she loved the concept and she loved the idea. And so luckily I was able to contract to the 5-book deal. So
wow.
So we were able to do all that, luckily before she got all of her awards, because she's winning awards like crazy now. And
where's she based out of?
I think she's in the Portland, California type area. I'm not sure exactly, but it's that West Coast side.
You know what? Here's the thing, because a lot of people, and you're self-published, but a lot of authors, especially if they're published, they're told they have to go and they have to use somebody like Laura or somebody to narrate, which can cost an arm and a leg.
Right.
But the fact that you just reached out to her and asked her.
Right.
That's a lot of people are afraid to do that. I don't know why. Well, I know why. They don't want to hear the no.
Well, I have no problems with no's, and I used to be a project manager, so I don't. I mean, unless you ask, my theory in life has always been, what's the worst that they can say is no.
Yeah.
So I figured, who was my dream person, reach out to them, find out if she was even available or not. And sure, she was. And when she read through it, I was going to have it just her as a single person, the whole thing. But she convinced me that dual or duet would definitely be the right choice. Yeah. And so we went, she recommended Walker Williams, who I am so glad she did, because he is just amazing. He sounds fantastic. And so between that and then Journey to Aloria and the other 3 books we figured out are going to be duet. And then we're going to go back and we'll redo Escape from Media after all of the rest of them, all in the series have been published and out.
Does she know that you have 20 ready to go? Or 20?
Oh, no, it's only the 5. Once we get those 5 done, then we're going to go back and redo Escape from Media.
All right, so you had to hear her on another book.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yes.
What was it that you heard her on that just pulled you towards her?
Phantasma, actually.
She did that.
She did that one. She also did, I think it's called Inking Athena and Inking Adonis. She's been on so many of them. Right. But I mean, I've listened to a lot of her work, and recently, right now, I'm listening to My Butterflies by B. Evans, and she does that one too. She's just amazing as a narrator. So, all
right, here's a scary question, and I have a funny feeling this number is going to be very high. How many books do you read or listen to? Read and listen to, I guess, combine them, because if you're listening to a book, you're still reading it.
Right.
That's what my belief is.
Yes.
So how many do you read a year?
Not as many now that I started writing.
Okay.
I've been writing the whole time. So since I started publishing, because now I have a much more detailed editing process, and I have marketing to do, and my time is going a lot shorter. So I don't get to read as often as I would like to, but I'd say probably 10 to 20 a year. Okay. Easy. Okay. I mean,
before that it was probably over 100, huh?
Oh, before that I was easily at like 20 to 30.
Okay.
I had life. I mean, I got 3 kids, so that takes up life too. And so yeah, it's there's a lot going on, but.
All right, so now you got these books are written and published. Mm-hmm. You have all these other ones. Now, do you do the editing, or do other people do the editing for you?
I do a majority of my own editing. However, I was able to find finally a fantastic editor that I really vibe with.
Right,
Jennifer Winlow. Winlow, and she and I just vibe fantastically together, and I just love working with her. And so,
All right, because I'm just blown away by the fact that you said your first book was published 2 years ago, right?
No, last year.
Oh my God.
Well, I mean, the first book technically was Blue Haven, which is a contemporary romance. That one was written. So technically, it was December of 2024 that I
still though. I mean,
but I mean, it didn't actually start selling until January. So that's why I say it got published last year.
Okay, but this is what amazes me because it from what I could tell already, especially when I talk to other brand new authors, you got your shit together already. Excuse me for saying that, but you do. You do.
Well, I've been publishing since I've been writing for 35 plus years, and I've been planning to be a full-time writer since I was in high school. I just didn't do it. So I mean, I and the projects that I managed required some marketing. So I knew how to do marketing. I had an Etsy shop, so I knew how to do edit. I do graphic web design, so I know how to do that stuff. I know how to do the bulk of things, and I've learned and studied how to write, and I've done all the homework I needed to do to be able to write well and much less publish it. So
you do your own website too?
Oh, the website I definitely did on my own.
That's a good looking website.
Oh, thank you.
Wow.
I appreciate that. And most of that art was all me. I do have, like, my cover design. I actually do have a professional cover designer.
I was going to ask you who designed the covers.
Yeah, I do have a professional cover designer, and I've watched her. I know she's not using any AI. This is all her. She's just that good. She combines stock photos and then but stock photos that we have commercial licenses for, and then we do art on top of it. And so she's just amazing.
And what's her name?
Her name is Angelique Van Almen.
Okay. Local or?
No, I believe, I want to say Wisconsin, but maybe it's Ohio. I'm not sure. It is that general area.
And how'd you find her? Was it Fiverr or?
Actually, Upworks is where I found her.
Really?
Yeah.
That's still a thing?
It is, apparently.
Wow. Okay. Holy cow. All right. So you're doing the marketing. You're doing the editing. You're doing the publishing. You're doing the website. You already got the audio hooked up. I'm just so blown away.
I don't get very much sleep.
I was going to say, most of the books are already written, but you got to read through them again when you edit it. All right. So your day, when you get up, I'm sure once you get up, the first thing you do is get ready for work and go to work.
Well,
maybe
so
not.
I work. I work remotely, so I work from home. So I literally get up, I grab my coffee. I do have a whole get ready morning routine with some workouts and stuff like that.
How often do you write? Is it per day or a few times a week or?
Pretty much. Well, every day I make sure to work on something, either writing or editing.
Something with the books.
At least for an hour at minimum. But there's days where, like right now, I'm in deep editing for Descent into Sanctum, which is the book 3 of the series. And right now I'm deep into editing for that. And I can say I've been getting about 5 to 6 hours of sleep a night. I wake up, I do my morning routine, I edit for about an hour, and then I start work because I turn my chair, work for my 8-hour day. Then I turn my chair and I work until about midnight or so. And then I wake up and I start it all over again.
7 days a week.
Pretty much right now. I mean, it's only a limited, I'm only giving myself a limited 2-month period to do that. But that's pretty much my life right now.
And when are you hoping to have the next book published by?
So officially the date people will be able to get to it is July 11th is my goal. I'm right near so I have 41 chapters. I am at chapter 18 right now of the final copyright line editing phase. And then after this phase, it goes to proofreading and then formatting. And then after formatting, it'll be published.
Wow.
So I'm getting so close to this one.
Now, do you use ARC readers?
I do. That's why I have such a push to need to get them out.
Right.
Because I need to be able to get the ARC readers to the book by the middle to end of June. Otherwise, they won't be able to have enough time to do any of the reading before it comes out.
All right. So you got your degree in business management, but you are doing everything that it takes to be an author, so much more than some other authors are doing. How did you learn all this?
It has been decades of trying to learn it.
I was going to say, because I know they didn't teach you that in school. Well,
No.
A lot has changed since then.
Right. No. So as far as, I tend to pick up computer stuff very quickly and easily.
Okay.
So that helps. But the marketing, Etsy shop. I've had my Etsy shop for like I think this is year 5. I just started year 5 of my Etsy shop. So the Etsy shop required me to do marketing. It required me to how to build a listing, how to get the word out, how to do all of that. So I had to learn all of that over the course of 5 years. So I learned that part there.
Wow. I'm just blown away. Seriously. It's amazing because you haven't been doing it let me rephrase that. You haven't published that
Right.
long. You've been writing for a while. You haven't been published that long, but you're ahead of the game.
Yeah.
Already. And where can people purchase your book?
So it's currently available pretty much everywhere. It's on Amazon. It's
Right.
also on Barnes and Noble. Ingram Sparks has it so that if wholesalers need to buy it or libraries, they can get to it there. It's on Escape from Media is on Audible only right now. The ebook is currently a Kindle Unlimited only right now. But so it's only available there for right now. Until I get the series done, I'm just going to leave all of them as Kindle Unlimited for right now.
Okay.
And then once I have the series done, then I'll make everything wide.
And where can people follow you?
I am pretty much on every social media you can think of right now, but mostly Instagram is the largest following
Okay.
I have right now. But yeah.
Oh my God. You mean I stumped you on something when it comes to authors? Something that a lot of authors don't tell people to follow them at. Amazon. You didn't know you could follow authors on Amazon?
I never even really considered that.
Yes.
I mean, Goodreads is where most of my reviews are.
Right.
So.
But with Amazon, so all you listening, make sure you do this. Follow the authors you like on Amazon, because what happens is when your new book's coming out, because mostly everybody has Alexa in their house now.
Right.
Alexa will notify you. If you're following an author, I'll get...
That's
It's like she's blinking. It's like, Alexa, what's the notification? Brandy Stoker has a new book that has come out. Would you like me to put it in your shopping cart?
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a cool idea.
Yeah.
I did not know
See
that.
that?
Yes, you did.
So, even though I've been doing this for 10 years, I've been learning some things too. I had another author suggested this. So, because I always tell people once they purchase the books, make sure they leave a review, not just on Amazon, but also on Goodreads, Barnes, wherever you can leave reviews. I know some of the sites you have to purchase the book from there.
Yeah, Amazon's really the main one for that.
Yeah.
But yeah.
But leave it wherever you can. And since Brandy's on Instagram, take a photo of yourself with the book and post it on Instagram and tag her.
Yes, I would love that.
I've never thought about that. And
Yeah.
an author brought that up. I was like, that is
I've had a
brilliant.
few people do that, and it makes my day. Just
Yeah, it's brilliant. Okay, so even though you haven't been published that long, I still find that hard to believe. Now I know you do the book fair at Bel Air. How often are you doing like signings and fairs and everything?
Pretty much at least once a month.
Really?
Yeah. Like in February, I was at 4 in 1 month.
Book fairs or signings or both?
Both.
Wow.
Yeah.
A lot of libraries will have like sign.
Yeah. In fact,
signings.
that's the library was one of the places in February that I was at, and then but March I only had 2, but one was Awesome Con, like I said, so that was that massive event. So that was definitely different. And then this month I've only got.
Did you wear a
I've
costume?
Had 2. Of course.
Oh, okay.
I dress as my character. So yes.
All right, God, I have to ask. So, what was the costume? You're listening to Conversations with Rich Bennett. We'll be right back. If you love books, you need to experience the Book Fair at Bel Air. This incredible community event brings together authors, readers, and book lovers of all ages for a celebration of stories, creativity, and connection. What makes it special is the chance to meet authors in person, hear their stories, and purchase books directly from them. I've attended myself, and I can tell you there's nothing quite like discovering a great book and talking with the person who wrote it. It makes the experience more personal and far more meaningful. Whether you're looking for your next favorite read, something for your kids, or even a unique gift, you'll find it at the Book Fair at Bel Air. It's family-friendly, welcoming, and full of the kind of energy that reminds you why books matter. Learn more and see upcoming event details at bookfairatbelair.org. Again, that's bookfairatbelair.org.
Oh, lots of black leather.
Oh, my God. Okay. Wow. Okay.
Yeah. Well, that's what they travel in.
So the book fairs, the libraries. Yeah, I'm turning red now, aren't I?
A little bit. Yeah, a little bit.
The podcast actually, you've been on what, 3? No, how many podcasts you been on so far?
Only 2 so far.
Only 2.
Yeah.
Oh, and you're just starting.
Yeah, I've got a couple more coming up in the next few months, but yeah,
Just a couple.
just a couple that's scheduled. So
How
far.
would you like to get on some throughout the world?
I would love that.
I'll hook you up.
Yay!
I can definitely do that for you. Now, have you been on Samantha's yet?
Not yet. I know.
What?
I know. We talked about it at least. So eventually I will get there.
So probably a good thing she's not here because I'd be chewing her out right now. Did she invite you on?
Yes, she
did.
She has a lot scheduled already. So
okay.
we have discussed it, and she definitely has me on her plans.
All right, I can't give her a hard time then. All right, so what after this series is done, are you sticking with the grim dark?
Yes.
Okay.
Like I said, I already have the books finished.
All 20 are the grim dark stuff?
Well, yeah, that in that world, yeah, it's all in the same world that I have those.
Oh wow!
Well, I do. No, that's not true. So I have like 3 or 4 of them that are contemporary romance type things.
Okay.
That just stories in not necessarily this world, but
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
So when are you hoping to have all 20 published by? You notice how you like how I'm giving you a deadline now?
So a lot depends on costs because my plan is to take everything that any amount I make from my books and then reinvest into the next books. So as soon as I can afford them, they will be getting out there.
I never thought about that. So even though you're self-published, there's still a cost in it?
Oh goodness, you got to pay. I got to pay.
The ISBN number. You have to.
Well, I already have a huge thing of ISBN numbers, so I don't need to worry about those. Yeah, you can buy them in bulk.
Really?
Oh yeah, I've got those covered. But I've got editing. I've got to pay for multiple editors. I've got to pay because I have researched to find how do a mid-sized publisher, what steps would a mid-sized publisher actually do to promote a book or make sure to publish a book. And so I took it upon myself as the business person I am paying people to do those steps as much as, or whenever I can. I'm trying to do as many as I
Right.
can, but I still, like for instance, my editor, but then I have a proofreader, and I have somebody who's helping me with the trying to get into bookstores, and
Right.
I have a team of people that I'm trying to.
That's smart though, because
Yeah.
that can be if you're trying to do all that yourself, that's a lot of stress.
Yeah, it is, and a large percentage of it I have been trying to do myself. However, there's still, like I said, like special editions. I have special editions with foil and sprayed edges and all that.
Come on.
And they are gorgeous, but I had to buy 600 of them at a time. So that was a good, $6,000 just right there just to buy my special editions. And now I'm selling them, and so they're great. But there's a lot of costs that go involved with,
That's brilliant. I never heard of that. All right, I'm learning new stuff again. All right, so for those aspiring authors that haven't started yet, how in the world do you buy ISBN numbers in bulk? And explain for the people out there what that is.
So there's a company called Bowker that sells the ISBNs, and that's the official source of ISBNs. So you can get a free ISBN just by going to Amazon, but you're limited to only Amazon. Or Barnes & Noble has the same, where you're limited to only Barnes & Noble, or you can use their ISBNs if you do go with those companies.
But your books can't be sold.
But you can't sell it elsewhere because you've got an ISBN for that company.
I did not know that.
If you buy them individually, you can just buy one or two or a handful right there. But you get a big discount if you can buy, say, 100 or 500 at a time. And I know that I've got 20 books, and each book, you've got the ebook, you've got the paperback, you've got the hardcover, you've got the
So
special
they're all
edition.
different numbers?
Every single one of those is
Really?
a different number, and the audiobook is a whole different number. So your one book can be 5 or more ISBNs. So
I had no idea.
So to get 20 books out, I've got to get 100 ISBNs. So I bought so I've already got my ISBNs for all of my books. It's just a matter of getting them out there now.
All right, what other tricks are there that other authors may not know about?
I'm sure there's a lot.
I always thought an ISBN number was for the title of the book, which covered everything.
No, it's that format of that book.
Right.
So if you've got a paperback,
That's interesting.
so if you've got a paperback book or if you've got a hardcover book, it is that title for that hardcover.
I'll be damned.
Yeah. And in fact, what's even worse is, what I found out was that like Barnes and Noble and Amazon are not very happy with each other, and so it is really hard. You basically have to have a separate, if you want to have a hardcover that's available both on Barnes and Noble and on Amazon, you have to have 2 separate ISBNs because they have to have 2 separate.
What?
Yeah,
That's ridiculous.
It is.
So did you have to have, for the special edition ones, that had to be a separate ISBN too?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So for each book, I have 5 ISBNs prepared. So luckily, the ebooks don't really need to have an ISBN, as I found. So,
Right.
So I was able to just adjust. So,
All right, what about in the future? Although I guess it doesn't happen with novels, but how you have second printings or second editions of books.
right, that's a whole separate book, which is another reason why you don't necessarily have to have editions of books. Sometimes you just update the book.
So is there any genre that you want to write that you haven't yet?
Well, I just love my dark dystopian world, but there are a lot of contemporary romance stories that I have
Right.
that are
They're
around
in,
in
your
my
head.
head. So me and B. Evans are the author of My Butterfly. Her and I are actually working on a contemporary romance that is two sisters. And so it's a different form of story because it's basically two separate stories that are just interconnected. So going through a course of a year, so one chapter will be one sister, another chapter will be another sister, but it'll sound completely different because she's writing one sister, I'm writing the other sister. And so, and it's a whole separate story, but it's,
That's brilliant.
yeah, I'm really excited about the concept. I had the concept while I was thinking of something else, and next thing you know, I was like, I ran into her, and she really loved the idea too, and so, and she writes rockstar romance, and the other sister is that same type of fun, kind of carefree person.
Rockstar romance.
Yeah, her books are fantastic.
So, is it what I'm thinking? Like romance between like rock stars.
Yeah, well, in a rock star with like a person falling in love with a rock
Right.
star or something like that. Yeah,
Oh wow.
yeah, her books are fantastic. I definitely encourage that.
Is she local too?
Well, I mean, local-ish. She's in
Local-ish.
Jersey. She's in Jersey. Jersey's not
Oh
that
God.
far. So,
From Jersey. Oh jeez. Okay. Never. What's her name? B.
B. Evans.
B. I'm only joking. Okay. If you're listening to this, I'm joking. All right. So, is there anything, or better yet, let me rephrase this. Tell people why they need to purchase your books, and not just so you make money.
So if somebody is looking for a story that is going to get their adrenaline going, but at the same time have a lot of heart and in a fantasy world so we start in the real world. Let's say some people are, well, it's a real world, but there's magic in this world. So it's as if right now your world, and then you get shoved into this fantasy world where you are having to learn about all this magic and you are having to experience this story. And I write very cinematically, so I really try to bring you into the action and really try to get you to a point where you care about these people, and you really want the found family. It's a family book where there is danger and there's definitely gritty darkness in the fact that people do get hurt, and it's a real world type thing, that it feels like, you know, you get upset when things happen. But at the same time, it's a story of a mom who was in the dark. I mean, when she started, she didn't know anything about magic. She didn't know her daughter had magic. She
Right.
didn't know anybody in her family she didn't know that world, and she was terrified of it. So now she's thrown into this environment where not only does she have to go out there into this unknown that she's terrified of, but she has to protect her daughter. And so she's a doctor who she took, an oath to save lives, but now to protect her family, she has to take lives. And so there's some darkness in there in exploring her darkness, because so in the prequel Tomes of Marath, we have he's in his villain era. He's already in his darkest place, and he ends that book wanting to be a better person and wanting to find that happiness, and that's where he's at when he falls in love with this, and that's where we find escape from media, is he's been to that darkness, he's there, and now he's coming up. So in the series, he starts in a spot of, I am darkness and I'm trying to be better because of her and because of my family. And then he goes through trauma that makes it harder for him to go through his happiness. And then but we have her who, she's in the state of happiness. She is in her good place. She is in that righteousness and the doing the right thing. And then she's pulled down in the story. So she actually, in the book I'm in right now, book 3, Descent into Sanctum, she actually finds her villain era.
Oh, so like a complete circle.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
And so he has to then bring her out.
Okay. Man, all right. I can't wait to read these or well, definitely I can start listening to the first one.
Yeah. And,
wow.
but yeah. And so book 4 will be the end of the series when it comes to that. And then I have some side stories, some characters that my fans have been talking about that they really want to know more about these characters and their lives. So I've got some of those stories that I already have written. It's just a matter of getting them out there. So
wow.
I'm very excited to do that. And then I have a lot of other standalones and some duologies where they're
duologies?
in the so duology is just 2 books.
Oh, I knew that. I was just testing
it's 2 books that are standalones. That's their world. And so like in the book I'm Descent into Sanctum, we meet the god Tamris. And so we have a backstory book that's just his life before everything.
You're a Marvel fan, aren't you?
I am.
I could tell.
Yes, me and Kevin Feige would have a ball together.
Okay, I was going to say because like the origins.
Yes, I've got origin stories.
Okay.
And then, so I have a dark fantasy of one of my other characters, Derek Tom, that will be coming out, where he's a very selfish, he's a prick. People are not going to like him. And he is in that era where nobody's going to want to be around him. But he is going to get his own story, and he's going to get a redemption arc where he gets to bring his area, his city, Fellspire. He's going to bring that area into they're going to end slavery and make it all good. And he's going to be better.
You are very, very, very passionate about this.
I am. I see these characters in this story just like they were in front of me, and I've had conversations with the characters. I know it's 100% real to me.
All right, so if they become movies, who would you want playing the characters?
Oh, I've got so many plans.
Go ahead.
Well, so Oliver Richter's, I've already got him for he's going to be my Gorak, which is one of
Oliver
the
Richter.
like it's a giant, the Dutch giant.
Yes,
okay. He's going to be the Dutch giant. He's going to be he's a quarter giant character that he definitely takes a much larger role in book 4, but he was also heavily in book 1.
Okay.
And then so I have Siazami. He's in the Black Dagger Brotherhood. He would be perfect for my Keelak character. So I've got some people there, but I haven't found the right people to play the main characters yet. But I know 100% some of those other characters, and I actually when I hear the voices in my head as I have those people's voices in my head already as they're playing.
The little bit of sleep that you get, you dream a lot of the stories.
Oh,
don't you?
yeah.
Do you wake up and just write them down?
I
right
wake
away?
up and start writing. Yeah,
Okay.
that's usually my morning. Sometimes it's writing new stuff is how I
Right.
spend my morning, and then go to work, and then yeah.
That's smart. Wow. Wow. Tell everybody the website.
www.brandystoker.com.
And it's BRANDY. Not I.
STOKER.
Okay. How'd you come? All right, because that's your pen name.
Well, it's my name, but yeah.
Oh, I thought it was your pen name.
Well, it's my maiden name.
Okay.
So it's me, actually. It's actually genealogy. And yes, I can honestly say I am, according to my mother, related to Bram Stoker, who wrote Dracula, which is also one of the reasons.
Get the hell out of here.
Yes, I am.
Well, that makes sense.
So
now.
Bram Stoker, his real name was Abraham Stoker. He lived in Ireland, and he had a brother, or he had a whole bunch of brothers, actually. And I apparently am related to one of Bram Stoker's brothers.
I was going to say ask if you were Irish.
I got apparently Irish, Scottish, French, and
We're all mutts.
Yeah, I'm definitely got that there. But yeah.
All right. So, Brandy, is there anything you would like to add before I get to my last question, which you're going to pick?
No.
Did I scare you when I said you're going to pick the last question?
I'm very interested in hearing this last question.
Oh, well, so am I, because I don't even have a clue what it is yet. All right, so I need you to pick. I got 100 different questions here.
Oh, my.
You're only going to pick one. Don't worry about
Okay.
it. And they're in 5 different blocks. So do you want me to tell you the block what the blocks
You
are?
should probably just pick them because I don't have my reading glasses on and I won't be able to read it.
You're not going to read it. I'm going to read it.
Okay.
Why do you think I put my glasses
Okay.
on?
As
All
long
right,
as we
pick a
got
number
that.
between 1 and 5.
All right, 1 and 5. Let's go with 4.
4. Now pick a number between 61 and 80.
72.
72. Ah, man, somebody just asked this one.
Ah.
So that's all right. You're gonna have
Okay.
to. You're gonna have to.
Wait,
do
I can go
I'll
with a
ask
different
you this
number?
first.
Okay.
I'm gonna ask more than once.
Okay.
If you could witness any historical event firsthand, which one would it be and why?
Let's see. Witness it firsthand. That is a good question.
It's a hard one.
That is a hard one.
I would think with you it had to be something back in the medieval times.
I wouldn't necessarily want to be in the.
Well, that is true too.
Let's see. Goodness, I don't know. Yeah.
So I do have to ask you a different one.
Yeah, I think so because I'm not sure.
All right, so we'll stick with number 4.
Okay.
All right, pick another one between 61 and 80.
Okay, let's go with 68.
Yeah, the funny thing is, I don't know what's been going on the past couple days. Usually these questions align with what we've been talking about,
Okay.
but the last couple times they have not.
Okay.
Although I have a funny feeling I know what your answer is going to be for this one. You said 68.
68.
If you could spend a day observing any living creature in its habitat, what would it be?
Any living creature in its habitat.
Man, these are so, I don't know more than half of these questions. Some of these are hard.
Probably a Black Panther.
Ooh, so down in Florida.
Well, yeah.
Aren't they down in Florida?
I mean, they have them in Florida. They also have them in other areas. Like India has, I think, some Black Panthers, and there's some Black Panthers down in the South American area.
So why Black Panther?
I don't know. It's just they're just such majestic people.
Oh, yeah.
And I have a character who's coming out in this next book that I actually had to. Her name is Marin, and so she is a Basat, which is. Yeah, so Basat is the name of the race of people who are cat people.
Okay.
They're actually based off of cats. They have cat-like features, but they're humans or humanoid type.
Right.
And so I had to do a lot of research about Black Panthers because she specifically is kind of, her people are black, so they're Black Panther type people. Right. So they are, they believe in kind of staying themselves, and so that's kind of the way she lives her life.
Interesting.
So I did a lot of research about them, so I figured that made the most sense.
That's a one question I did not ask you, so I got to ask you now. How much research do you put into your books?
Oh, I put a lot of research into my books. I just spent like 3 hours. I was trying to write a torture scene, and I had to research 3 hours into different torture techniques that...
On the internet?
Oh, yes.
Oh, good Lord. I hope government doesn't come knocking on your door.
Oh, they've already got, I've already written off saying that they are allowed to check whatever I want. But yes.
That can be scary, though, some of the stuff you'll pull up.
Oh, yeah, it was quite enlightening.
Wow.
Yeah. The most painful torture techniques I didn't have enough time to write that into I only had a 3-hour window for these people to torture somebody. So none of those painful ones, but they had to get the information. So I then had to narrow things down. Okay, so what if the torture was with knives? Limits it. And then, okay, so then...
razor blades are worse.
Trust me, people would talk if they were, the right person would talk if they were tortured the way I have them tortured. I checked with enough people.
God. Oh, boy, you guys. Never mind. Brandy, thank you so much. I've learned so much already. Yeah, you definitely got to come on the other podcast. The door's always open anytime you want to come back.
I'm happy to. This is great.
Oh, I got some ideas. I'm going to run past you. So
there you go.
Thank you so much. I want to thank Brandy so much for coming on the show. This has been a fascinating conversation, and I have to say, I'm walking away with a whole new appreciation for what it takes to be a successful independent author. It's not just about writing a great story. It's about world building, business, marketing, editing, networking, and having the determination to keep chasing a dream, even if it takes years to bring it to life. I love Brandy's passion for these characters and this universe she's created. It's obvious that this isn't just a series of books to her. It's a world she's been living in for decades, and now readers finally get to experience alongside her. If you'd like to learn more about Brandy, pick up Escape from Media, check out her other books, follow her on social media, and visit her website at brandystoker.com, and I'll make sure I have the link to that in the show notes. And don't forget to follow her on Amazon. Leave reviews after you've read her books, and if you post a picture with one of her books, tag her in it. Those little things really do make a difference for independent authors. And to all of you listening, thank you for spending part of your day with us. If you enjoyed this episode, please subscribe, leave a review, and share it with your friends, especially anyone who loves fantasy, dystopian worlds, unforgettable characters, or simply hearing the stories behind the storytellers. Until next time, I'm Rich Bennett. Thanks for listening, and remember, every great conversation starts with someone willing to listen and someone willing to share. Now it's your turn. Join the conversation by sharing this episode, leaving a comment, or reaching out to me directly. Take care, be kind to one another, and I'll talk with you again soon.